Anytime I hear someone pushing for socialized medicine, I find myself getting in touch with my inner Kevin McAllister. Seeing as I was raised in Canada, I always get the same comments from dumb liberal Americans.
I hear you got great Medicare in Canada.
You know, it's not that great, not as good as you'd think.
No man, I read it in an article. Said you got good health care.
Okay, you want to know your healthcare plan in Canada? Don't get sick! Yeah, sickness is about the only thing we don't cover. Let me run you through the average blood test in Canada. You have to get up at dark 30, head on down to the local clinic, grab a number, wait 2, 3, maybe 5 hours. Legally, they're technically not allowed to tell you how long the wait's gonna be. Sit there with all the coughing, sneezing lepers for all you know, until finally it's your turn and you get to a disgruntled, underqualified governmental employee shoving a piece of metal in your arm. Fun for the whole family. It's like Russia without the bears and tricycles. In America, you pay money for your drugs. In Soviet Canada, we have no drugs. People always complain about healthcare in the US.
I don't see why I should have to pay money for my drugs.
No, of course not. Because it's not like drugs cost money to make. They come from a magical lollipop field. A land where Nancy Pelosi and Al Gore spin recycled trash into golden yarn and insulin shots. Here's the way I look at it. If Richard Simmons can make dozens of $1 million from Dance Your Pants Off Volume 4, the guy who gave us the polio vaccine deserves some loose change. We have to acknowledge that the vast majority of new drugs come from private companies who invest huge amounts and take very large risks in order to turn a profit. And those drugs wouldn't cost so much if the FDA stopped bottlenecking their progress. There are dozens of possible cures sitting on the FDA shelf for countless diseases that we don't have access to because they might cause slight stomach discomfort. What am I, 4? I can handle a stomach ache. Is the government going to make us eat our dinner slowly and wait an hour before swimming too? Sorry, little guys, you can't cure yourselves because you might get a tummy ache. Oh, we're also banning milkshakes now because they've been known to cause brain freeze. In Soviet Canada, milk shakes you.
We need price cuts, bro. That's what we need.
Do you know what happened when Canada implemented federal price cuts in the late 1960s? Drug research dropped by more than 50%. Considering that the United States is the largest contributor to drug research, do you really think the world can afford us going socialized? You want to know who's really pushed the envelope in the United States at drastically reducing drug prices? Walmart! I couldn't believe the list of $4 prescriptions available there. That's like a junkie's dream! And after Walmart did it, every local drugstore chain jumped in on the bandwagon. Capitalism and the free market benefiting the lower and middle class again. In America, you buy your groceries at Walmart. In Soviet Canada, we have no walls on our houses. And it is very cold.